Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Three Benzone here in the Benzone Facebook group. And if you're watching on YouTube, it is on the bottom screen there, Ben Cornett 9015. And we're also putting the show on Twitter at BennyBoy702. You can check it out over there too if you have Twitter. Today, we're going to be talking about uh, college basketball. As you know, it is Selection Sunday. In about an hour from now, we're going to find out where all the teams are going to be put at, the number one seeds, the teams that are on the bubble, the teams that won't get in. They'll find out their fate in a little over an hour from now. But I got a co-host with me. We're going to bring in right now. Um, this guy loves college basketball as much as I do, and he's probably one of the most positive human beings I've ever met on the planet. If anybody can turn your bad mood into a good mood around, it's this guy right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Tony Robbins of the Ben Zone, Mr. Positive, Mr. Positivity himself, the one and only Alex Schomber. Alec,
It's not April
welcome.
1st. It's not April 1st.
No, I know it's March 12th.
It's not opposite day. You gotta say the opposite.
Alec, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Ready for this. Oh, Houston collapsed at inbound.
Well, right
Ready for
now, as you know, Houston is playing Memphis for the AAC championship. As you know, Houston yesterday had an injury, a major one. Marcus Sasser, the guard for Houston, had a pulled groin. He hasn't played today. He is dressed up, but he's not playing. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect Houston long term. If we don't know when he's going to come back, we don't know when he'll be available. But if he does miss some time, um, I really do think this will hurt the Cougars' chances of not only winning a Final Four, but perhaps maybe getting to a Final Four, which is in Houston. So we'll see how that plays out there. But I think win or lose, they're still going to be a number one seed. Alec, with the Sasser injury, does that pretty much hurt the chances of the Cougars?
Puts the
Okay.
dagger in the fucking case.
How about a Final Four? Do they get to the Final Four?
I had them getting out before Sweet 16.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I'm
you don't have
definitely
it out
ready to
yet.
see them collapse.
Okay.
Me personally, before like 3 weeks ago, I thought I had hope for them,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, you got teams like the ACC that are picking up steam. Even the Big 12, you got Texas with a surprising Big 12 championship yesterday. It's those teams in March that always pull off upsets. And Houston may get past like their little conference or region, probably like 2-3 games. But when it comes down to those like other conferences,
Yeah.
they won't match up well. It's the American. They can't handle like the blue bloods of the ACC. Can't top the SEC teams. Big Ten maybe, but
Yeah.
it all counts when it really matters when you're actually into interconference play, and they can't match up well against those teams.
So I guess that answers the question: which top 5, 10 team could be most vulnerable in the first weekend? I'm going to say
Yeah,
Purdue.
I think I have another one. Let me see. Let me look at the
I
ranking
mean,
again.
if Purdue has to rely too much on Zach Edey, then I don't
I
think
mean,
they're going
Baylor
to be
could be another one.
far in the
Baylor's another one that could slip up.
tournament. Yeah, and I could see them losing in the first weekend because they rely too much on Zach Edey. Their offense. I mean, they're playing a good Big Ten tournament right now. They're having a good run, but if they got to play against teams that defend that can both defend Edie, double team him, and defend the perimeter, I think Purdue's in trouble, at least offensively. So Purdue
Yeah,
would be my team that's the most vulnerable, in the first weekend.
yeah. I've seen it all year. Like you got like once you notice that you see if you look at Zach Edey's stats against
Mhm.
like teams that play small ball, and Duke came to get like 10 rebounds, that just screams weakness. Like everybody's saying he's gonna be a top player in the NBA. He's not. I'll say now he's gonna be a bust in the NBA because the way the NBA is now,
Yeah.
like, I mean, he's not gonna be like a major bust, but like the expectations versus reality of him is gonna be a major offset. Like he'll probably be like a
Well,
good one,
and
come up
and also
player.
Alec, in today's NBA, the center is not a very primary position, not like it used to be about 15, 20 years ago. It's more about shooting and guard play. Sean Spencer, thanks for joining in. He says, I'm in mourning. We didn't even make it, and Duke won the ACC championship. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
And Sean says, I'm going to drink away my sorrows. Lots of laughs. Hey, before you drink away your sorrows, Sean, if you're available, why don't you hop on here for a minute? Man, we'd love to
oh,
hear
he's
your.
apparently he's out to lunch right now
Oh,
at
is
five
he?
o'clock.
Okay. Well, if
Surprised
he
we're
has
not getting
time,
the
yeah.
surprised we're not getting the Alex Loosemore appearance today.
Yeah, it's a big, busy football NFL weekend, so a lot of news going on. I'm sure he's got stuff going on. By the way, if you want to, Alex Loosemore has a new show called Restoring the War every Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That show will be posted on the Benzone, so check him out, give him some love. But anyway, back to hoops. Um, yeah, I said Purdue would be my most vulnerable. I think you said that as well, along with Houston. Now, here's a question for you: which team in the tournament could surprise fans and go far? I'm going to give you two teams that I think could do that. Um, One of them, I think, is a team called Grand Canyon, who won the WAC tournament last night, beating Southern Utah. They got a guy named Ray Harrison, who's a very good shooting guard, can facilitate his own shot, he can space the floor really well. That could give defenses trouble if they have to play Grand Canyon. Um, Also, Vermont, they're a team that can shoot the ball well. They got Dylan Penn and Matt Veretta, um, both good shooters who, they could pull off a first round win. They got the capability of doing that. So those would be my two teams that could, upset some teams in the first round. Do you have any teams that could upset a higher seed in the first round, Alec?
I have I mean it's kind of like obvious one because most people probably pick them is Marquette. I definitely could see them because I've seen like from what I've noticed the whole turning everyone's picking against Marquette saying oh Marquette can't handle them or like the teams in their conference. I think they just beat Creighton yesterday. I think it was.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah,
seen like even after that people were saying oh like Marquette can't do it. Marquette can't do it. I feel like they can at least win their first two games, probably three, depending on the matchup. It's just that team that I just can't doubt. That and Seton Hall. Seton Hall is another team because, like you said, St. Peter's head coach left and went to Seton Hall,
yeah. I don't
and
know if they're going to be in the tournament though. I don't think they have the resume to get an at-large bid.
I think they said yesterday they had a
Did
they
they?
were. I think. I mean, I won't know until like I guess like they. I think yesterday when they were talking about bracketology, said that they have a 60% chance of making in, but if they do make it in, I feel like they can make a run because they did make a run towards the end. But it's just I
Mhm.
don't know. I can't put
Yeah,
my finger on it if they're actually going to make it or not. Because there is those surprise teams that no one really thought was going to make it. I can also say I mean because I follow more like the teams I really follow in March is the Big Ten and the Big 12, but the one I really concede. But I mean, I know a lot of Michigan fans are going to hate me for this, but I can see Ohio State going for a run.
hey, look who's here, Mr.
Oh,
Sean
I said
Spencer.
it.
I got nothing to say. I got nothing to
Hey,
say.
Ben, you
The
want to know?
show,
You want to know a
you're
quick?
man, come on. What's that?
You want to hear a quick fact about North Carolina Tar Heels?
Oh, here we go.
Since December 15th, all Tar Heel sports have been in shambles
Oh my God.
since a Tar Heels fan messaged an Oregon fan saying "quack quack."
Oh,
since then, North Carolina lost the bowl game. North Carolina thought probably could make the March Madness. I mean, their chess team lost yesterday too to
Oh,
Boise State.
not the test team. Oh my goodness. All right. Well,
Are you in the bathroom somewhere, dude? Like,
no. I am outside. We are about to go. She just got back, so I'm waiting for her inside. So we are about to go out to lunch. So I was being honest, saying I'm going out to lunch.
okay,
But
man, all good. I appreciate you making a cameo appearance here on.
I had to sit here and say something. Says Mr. Alec. And I respect it because I did come at you and say quack quack. I am sorry. All right. But it has been all dark days since I said that. I can't deal with this anymore, man. Undo this curse. All right. We need to make a tournament.
You'll be
you gotta go to Matthew Knight Arena and you gotta pet the duck.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna pet the duck.
Come here.
Oh, look, what? Oh God. Okay.
Can't find you.
Can't find what? Oh, okay. All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
You got pet Mr. Puddles.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean, huge North Carolina fan. Unfortunately, they did not have a good final month of the year. They needed to pretty much win the ACC tournament to get in. Couldn't even do that, unfortunately. But let's talk about the teams that are in right now, and we'll go next up. Who will be the 4 number 1 seeds in the NCAA tournament? I could tell you, Alabama will be that. They'll be one. I think they'll be the overall number 1 seed. I think Houston, win or lose, they're going to get a number 1 seed. Purdue, win or lose, they'll get a number 1 seed. And Kansas, they did lose big time, but they'll still be the number 1 seed. If UCLA would have won last night, I would have gave them a number 1 seed in the West. But
that game was tough.
Yeah,
like they had it towards the end, but
it didn't have all their players either. So they still made it a game with Arizona.
Even though there's one player I hate on UCLA, it's freaking Campbell.
You don't like Tiger Campbell? That guy can play.
He reminds me of a freaking J. Cole lookalike if he's in the March Madness.
That's a good one.
It's like if you look at his hair, it's like if he was like draining like a dirty mop and just like let it dry and just put it on his head. That's what. Like I don't think he's just. I also like him as a player. Like his game is just not where everybody hypes him up to be.
Oh, he's a solid point guard. He can take it to the rim. Obviously, good passer as well. I like Jaime Hawkheads, he's a really good player as well, good scorer. They're going to need those guys to step up in the tournament if some of their other guys, can't play. They had a couple injuries this weekend. I forget
the crazy part is.
What's that?
North Carolina's going to downfall next year because last year in the NCAA championship, I think it was Andrew Baycott said if they don't make it next year, he's just going to enter in the draft. Him and Caleb Love.
Yeah, well, I think next year they're going to get back to basics, get better, but we'll see what happens with that team.
If it wasn't for that Baycott injury, they would have won the championship, but that just set them back.
Well, what we're going to do next is we're going to go over and look at. I did some. I didn't put it on there, but they had some bracketologies I was looking at earlier, and let me see here. I'll pull this up. Bear with me for a second. On the bubble, they got the teams that like Arizona State's on the bubble, Michigan's on the bubble, Mississippi State, Nevada.
Is Iowa State on there?
No, Iowa State's in. I think they're projected to be like a 7th or 8th seed. But yeah, so one bracketologist has on ESPN has Rutgers, Pittsburgh, NC State, and Arizona State as the last 4 in. And the first 4 out would be Oklahoma State, Clemson, Vanderbilt, and Nevada. I would put Nevada in over Arizona State. Nevada has some good conference wins this year against San Diego State, Boise State. Arizona State only beat Arizona, and that was their high-profile win. And they only won that game because Desmond Cambridge hit that 50-footer at the buzzer a few weeks ago in Arizona. Otherwise, they would have lost that game. So,
Do you know there's another team that no one's really talking about?
uh-huh.
It's going to sound weird. They're projected to be a 12th seed. Oral Roberts.
Yeah, that's a pretty good team right there.
That's another team that I've been following like in and out.
Yeah,
Them and Charleston.
yeah,
Those are like my like. There was one team that played yesterday against Iona, Marist State. One of my friends who goes to Marist State.
Oh, okay.
That was like my one team in that conference I wanted to see pull it off
Yeah,
as a 14
right.
point dog. I
Yeah,
just wanted to see that team make it. That's like I don't know, like every year you see Iona like if you see Iona make it, they don't even make it forward. It's just I feel like Marist State could have been that team to make a run. But even like teams like Colgate, like they always usually make it every year. And
yeah.
then you got Fairleigh Dickinson. That's another team
Mhm.
that I'm actually looking at. I'm glad Clemson is probably like projected to be the first four out. Like seeing
Yeah,
Clemson
I don't
in
think they're
that,
getting
but
it. They got blown out by Virginia the other day, and they've kind of had a. I think they're like 5-5 in their last 10 games, so they've kind of struggled a little bit. Iona, which is coached by Rick Pitino, obviously he's going to be sought after by St. John's and Texas Tech. They're looking for head coaches because they got rid of their head coaches earlier this week. So, but Iona, like you said, Alec, could be another team that could make some noise in the first weekend of the tournament. So, yeah. What else we got going on? Which team? Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But I wanted to get on here for a few minutes, talk about the Selection Sunday show. It's going to be coming up at 3 p.m. We're going to find out who's in, who's out. And also, we'll do another show this week. I'm going to be probably doing one Thursday morning. I did take a couple days off from work, because I do that every year. It's my, little thing I do for the tournament. So I'll have a show Thursday morning, right before the games start. We're going to do our predictions. I'm going to go on ESPN later tonight and start filling out my bracket, and I'm sure Alex is going to do the same thing. So we'll see what
kind of
happens.
scared too. I hate putting my bracket when the first like you have the first four because that's like 99% where the freaking brackets break right then and there. Because they give you that they give you that grace period where you can either put it before the first four and after. And last year I think I didn't touch the first four, and I got but people I was like I was going to screenshot who I think is going to win,
Mhm.
and then I ignored it and wait till the first four played and both those teams lost. I was like, dang, well, both my brackets would have been broken right then and there. So I think
Yeah.
I picked against ODU. I think ODU was in there last year.
Yeah.
They were in the first four and they won. I was going to pick the other team. I was like, I'm glad I didn't touch the first four yet. I
Yeah.
don't know. The first four is always tough because it's always those. You get those teams that like no one even thinks about, and it's just, oh, I
Right.
can't do it.
Well, that's the other thing. Like 2011, VCU was in the first four, and they made it all the way to the final four. So, yeah, you just never know. I mean, you could find a team that could go far in the first four. So, again, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this one up. Selection Sunday is going to be about less than 45 minutes from now. We'll see who gets in, who gets out, and then Thursday morning, I'm going to do a quick show, um, right before the games kick off. So tune in for that. And with that being said, Mr. Alex Schomburg, where can we find you at?
Find me on Thursdays on NFL Edition. Usually on there. You can find me on Fridays if I don't work the next day on the Benzone. And other than that, I'm like 80% on my Twitch now. So
Yeah, tell them your for anybody that's watching Twitch out there. What's your code name?
But my
Your
Twitch name is Alex0706. Thankfully, if you watched on Friday, you weren't there for the. But that shit was rough. The whole, like, I don't know, like what it was. I guessing it was the site that I was using for my streaming site. Like that one didn't let me add the mic, so I had to go on a different one.
Uh-huh.
But I'm waiting until my friend comes back from New York because he knows how to fix the whole Streamlabs thing. But yeah, that was very rough.
Okay. Well, if you're on Twitch, everybody, catch him at Alex0706. And I'm following him too on Twitch. Hopefully he'll put out some great content. And
Yes.
just like he does here on the show, always positive, always in
Don't
a great.
worry, these flags will be taken down soon.
Oh, stop it.
For base, no. It's for base. It's because every year for like baseball, I switch them out.
Oh, okay. I see what
I
you're
put the
saying.
Cardinal flag because it's like I'll keep them up because I really don't have I don't have my lighting flag no more, so I can't really put those up for hockey season. But once baseball season hits, I switch them out and put the Cardinals flags up.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then you put your lightning stuff up for the hockey, right?
Yeah, but I don't have the flag no more because one of my friends wanted it and he was looking for a flag. I was like, you know what, I'll just sell it to him.
Okay. All right.
So
And
I
by
don't
the way,
have my flag
who
anymore.
won that game Thursday night? The Lightning
Okay.
or the Knights?
The refs won that game. The refs won that game.
Anyway, that's enough hockey talk here.
So, shout out to the Red Wings beating the Bruins.
Great.
Love
That's
seeing
a good
that.
win for the Red Wings. Yeah, good win for the the Red Wings. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied, a little caffeined. Some Monster, by the way. Yeah. It's the official drink of Alex Loosemore, too. If you ever watch NFL Edition, you'll be chugging some of these down every once in a while. Shout out to Mr. Loosemore. All right, and you can catch me here, Benzone, 2-3 Benzone. We also got the Face the Heels wrestling show tomorrow night, 10 p.m.
That
Eastern,
one also.
7 p.m. Oh, you're gonna be on or not? Tomorrow?
Yeah, my new schedule is where I work like tomorrow and Tuesday. I don't work until 1400. Well, actually, never mind. Let me rephrase it. 2 p.m.
That's
So
fine. We understand military. Yeah, all good. And by the
that's my
way,
new schedule. And then Friday I work for 1400, and I work the weekend, so I can't really be on any show. So I got to be about 5 in the morning on Friday and Saturday.
yeah, it's too bad, man. Our female demographic was looking forward to seeing this. Oh well, and the
Trust
trolls.
me.
As well, so.
Ain't no females in my DMs. It's dry as sandpaper.
Dry sandpaper. You sound
Might
like
as well
Steve Bruno from 40-Year-Old Version. All the boobies are like dry sandpaper.
I mean, being single for 3 years, I damn near feel like I'm a 4-year-old virgin at this point. Haven't sniffed the bedroom in like freaking 4 years. It's a fucking rough life for me out here.
It always is, man, when you're a pimp. All right, so, Mr. Schomburg, thank you for tuning in. And everybody, thank you for tuning in here on the Ben Zone. We will see you next time right here. We'll see you actually Thursday because we'll do a show before the game starts. So check that out. And like I said, there is where you can find me, Facebook at Ben Zone, YouTube at Ben Cornett 9015, Twitter at BennyBoy702. And if you're an Instagrammer, you can, if you like taking pictures or filming, see me at Ben702 forever. So go there, and then we will get out of here. So everybody take care and have a good weekend and enjoy Selection Sunday and March Madness, greatest sporting event in the world. Take care.